on to your magical moon message. Let's get it. Okay, moon in Aries, sun in Capricorn, moon next to Jupiter, newly starting its transit. And let me remind you, this is the first time the moon is in Aries since Jupiter has returned in Aries. You better be fucking ready. Can you see me bringing the fire in Aries? I got Mars in Aries. So if some of you are feeling this irritation, that's just the Aries energy. Some of you may feel irritated, or some of you may feel invigorated relative to how well you are understanding who you are and how much that is respected or not. Okay? Especially in the process of becoming greater, certain people may be envious or angry or indirectly, unconsciously just projecting because you're reaching places or you're doing things that may not even be important to you, but, strike them a certain way. And, whether they mean it or not, or whether they mean well or not, can project things to almost undermine elements of who you're becoming and what you have. So don't really take any of that personal. Remember, you are a mirror. Your reality is a mirror. So the way people respond to you is their karma. The way you respond is your karma. Anyway, this is it, y'all. Okay? And I didn't realize the significance of me wearing this shirt until now. Moon in Aries is understanding of identity. Moon understanding identity, Aries. Relative to your awareness, sun, of the integrity of your character, of your higher consciousness, of your higher power. You are understanding the hidden identity and the comfort zone relative to the higher power consciousness or the higher form of yourself. What is the identity within that? And I don't mean like an alter ego. Many of you are breaking into, of course, higher ascended conscious understanding of yourself. And so this is going to revisit how much more powerfully you understand who you are individually relative to this collective power that connects us all. And the reason why this is important, once again, is not only is the moon coming into Aries the first time Jupiter is here, which is expanding considerably understanding of how much you've evolved. Like, you're going to enter scenarios that made you shake before nervously and going like, bitch, it's me. Let me formally reintroduce myself. This is the motherfucking peace dealer. I've been out here doing this for 10 years. Okay, I've been helping counsel people and I've exchanged money with lots of people. Okay, can't no one ever say that I stole money from them. Can't no one ever say that I've disputed money from readings that they bought. Okay, some of your favorite astrologers and readers with hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube cannot say that. They be scamming people. The peace dealer has never scammed anyone at all. 10 plus years doing what I do. 5 stars. I come with the heat. I come with the fire. I come with the thunder. And the best thing that I've ever manifested as a part of all this is you. The fact that you tune in every time I post these, share your feedback, or at least just watch and let me know that this helps you in any way, is worth more than any money than I can gain. That's why the peace dealer can't be bought. Can't say the same for these other bots. Can't say the same for these other people who will switch up as soon as the first sign of money. A lot of these people look at you as just subscribers and numbers. A lot of these people just look at you as money. Okay, I'm doing whatever I can to give back. It is what it is. That don't mean I'm not gonna make money. It just means that the money I make, I'm gonna give it back to y'all. You already know what it is. That's the 8th house of me talking. Here's the thing, and here's the reason why I have to say this. Now that you're understanding your super self identity, or just who you truly are, because the peace dealer is Michael, whether that's Archangel Michael, Lord Michael, Michael Nebe, Michael Ifani, it's important because there's power in the name, and the direction and action you take to build your character is what's getting ready to sprout the seeds you sowed new moon in Capricorn. The reason why this transit is so very important is you're going to revisit situations in which you gave your power away and allowed external stimuli to undermine your character. You're going to take your power back so much. By the time the moon is in Libra, you're going to restore that power balance. And certain people who have to gain from you having a less sense of yourself or less confidence are going to show their face. You need to cut these people off immediately. These people have no say in where you're taking your life. And these are the same people who, once you come into rewards, will try and take from it like they are entitled to. And, maybe you should get a little air sign in you. Bah, bah, bah. Bye, bitch. No, for real though. This transit is very important because this is the beginning of the integration chapter that's going to really bring more perception than ever of what superpowers you have effectively activated, the name of these abilities, and how you're going to be integrating them personally in your individuality. We're taking collective power that pertains to everyone, and the integration is in the individual signs: Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Individual identity, Aries; individual value, your worth, Taurus; and individual ideas and thoughts, what you know, individuality, what the system is trying to kill, because if we kill your individuality, we can tell you to do all sorts of things. We can tell you you are whoever. So for the few of you who are rebellious and decide, you know what, I don't want to give my power away because I want to make my own decisions, I like you. You're a rebel, and you're also a target. So I hope you're ready, because this expansion pack is going to evolve you in preparation to prepare to literally fight for your life. That full moon in Cancer is preparing for the final boss battle. And that's why this is very important, y'all. Mercury retrograde is on us. It is upon us. Okay, I was supposed to get my phone screen fixed Monday. These motherfuckers said, oh, the package came late. I came Wednesday. Oh, we got the wrong package. And now I have to wait till Friday. And everyone is having already Mercury shadow stories, so brace yourselves. But the fact that Venus is 24 degrees on a Mercury station at 24 degrees is very symbolic about how Mercury literally escorted the goddess of beauty and said, all right, my lady, it's time for you to get awakened by Hades. Make sure he doesn't rape you. And now he's going backwards to meet the sun. Very symbolic. There's a trade-off happening. You're going to see a switch. I feel like some of you are going to take a different attitude towards things that you've been wanting and wishing for, and you're no longer wishing for it. It's like, no, I command this, I demand this, I know I'm worthy of this. Bitch, it's me. The fuck you think? And you want to bring that vulgarity. This isn't Libra that's like, let's all cooperate. There's no Libra here. Stop. Tell people to eat a dick and suck your dick, especially if you have a clit. Okay, like, you don't have to really be vulgar. Just make sure there's authenticity in this fire that you understand. And there should be, like, the square element and 90-degree clash of Capricorn Aries should be some element of tension. You should at some point feel some anger in order to balance your say. This Aries square is like a board meeting of important people, and you have the most relevant, bright insight there, but people are trying to play you like, and I'm talking about you as an individual, where anyone watching this can identify. No, you're just a little 0 to 2 year old Aries, and this is you being like, no, bitch, I don't have to prove to you I matter. I've already done the work. And the reason why this is important is this is a game of integrity. It doesn't have to be a game, but this is a matter of integrity. You do not want to let people who have proven they do not have nearly as much integrity as you act like they are bigger than you or better than you because of superficial indicators like more followers, more numbers, more money. That shit does not make you, okay? This is all about character building. So the moon in Aries is having you understand who you are, not based on your delusional ideas and thoughts on who you think you are. Cardinal signs are action-based. The actions you're taking this Capricorn season are aligned to the integrity of your actions. So the authenticity of the actions you take will help you understand who you are. And that's what's going to lead to the moon in Taurus, where you start to manifest grounded value for that. You can really give in to peer pressure by a bunch of dumb motherfuckers who band together because they're afraid of you individually. And so they have to preach to a choir and echo chamber just to make themselves feel better about lies they spew. But let that just remind you that the power of just one you is that powerful that you turn all those other people into stupid bitches. They were already stupid bitches. But this is very, very, very important, because you are not only unlocking a private, pure power within, but it is evolving like never before. And I cannot emphasize the importance of the moon coming back into Aries once Jupiter has returned in Aries. Like the last time the moon was here, Jupiter's in Pisces. So huge breakthroughs, huge evolutions, huge unexpected, like, surprise developments. Some of you may have to now really look face to face at everything that you wanted and be tested instantly on whether you think you're worth it or not, because some of you may have wanted something so bad that when it comes to your face and it's like, what's up? You start getting insecurities, and there's nothing more lame or frustrating than that. Have the integrity and courage to meet everything that you worked hard to manifest face on and command it and be like, let's fucking go. Okay? It's okay to be nervous, but don't shrink and run away from what you have been building, because the integration of this great God power is going to test what you're going to do with it. If you're going to enable bad habits, if you are given $100,000, are you going to enable a drug habit or a shopping habit, or are you going to actually break through and do what you're supposed to do with it? That $100,000 analogy is your superpowers, because they're activating powers, and now we're integrating it. So the integration begins with Aries, because now that the seeds of this God level power have activated, you now have to understand who you are with it. God level power is something similar to the faucet of water that you put on. Everybody has collective access to the water that you individually drain through your faucet. You get me? So you turning on the water in your faucet is your individual power, but you're getting it from a collective source. That's the Capricorn, Aqua, Pisces. So how do you integrate this water you're taking and use it personally? Do you take that water? Do you purify it? Do you take that water and someone else does? They water their garden? The actions you're taking with this collective source will integrate how you carve your individuality through this. And you're literally telling the universe what you feel you're worth and what you think you can have. So what frequency are you putting out there? Because the moon in Aries is going to really push you to anchor in how you feel who you are. And in light of realizations, the moon in Pisces has broken through based on actions you've done. In that some of you have done actions to prove to yourself the experience that you are this higher form of yourself you've been downloading. Not because you had some kind of delusional thought and you believe it. The thought as above you had was proven with action down below. As above, so below. Because you have people who see visions and all that stuff as above. It doesn't play out so below. That's called delusion. You have people who analyze stuff so below, but it doesn't really match as above. That's another form of delusion called materialist reductionism. We need as above, so below. Synchronicities are your friend. Okay, it's letting you know that you're going in the right direction. Ignore the 3D circumstances, because what you believe is what you see. Incorporate them to the point with which they are aiding in your conscious expansion and growth. And there's nothing more about expansion than Moon Jupiter as it goes on the key to Chiron and helps you understand how to trigger activation of this integration process. It's the integration process that helps you begin to see what you're working with. Because up until this point, okay, the seeds we planted were under the ground. You didn't see it. You had to know it and believe it, right? Boom, now it's sparking up. And now you can be like, oh, that's what this plant is. I knew this plant was a seed, but now I can see it break through ground. So this is exciting. You're going to come into very exciting news. This is a very Page of Wands energy. And this is a Cancer signature because it's 4th house from the sun. And so this understanding is going to expand you out of your comfort zone, similar to you having to step into a greater aspect of yourself before you feel you're ready. But cut all that weak shit, because you didn't evolve just to get scared last minute. Shelf your fears and go and get what you've always wanted. Okay, that's literally it. Don't let nervousness or fear stop you. That's false evidence appearing real. And the more excited you get about this and just surrender your fears to your higher self, the better. Okay? So if you're ready to evolve your self-concept and understanding of yourself outrageously to the point that it might scare you, welcome. Because if you didn't think you had these powers, you're going to see it more than ever. Okay? And don't tolerate no BS. Don't tolerate bullshit from people who are afraid to express their real selves. You have people putting on airs that if they were to share their real thoughts, they would lose all their followers. And these people want to put on airs like they're better than you in any way. Tell them to eat a dick. Tell them to actually have the courage to speak their mind, because you're not afraid to do it. And so it doesn't, you can't be compared to anyone else. Okay? No one should be even compared. You only see you versus you, right? But I hope you enjoy this transit. This is going to be one for the books. The moon in Taurus is going to hyper accelerate everything you're activating with Aries so it can charge in a grounded way. But you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and you're going to love what you learn. Godspeed. Peace.